Hello everyone, welcome to Brain Breeze. Today I will discuss some new personality types related to gadgets addiction. If someone is a kind of reserved, like to spend most of the time alone or with close friends, speak very less and having very few friends, what do you usually call them? Introverts, right? When someone is very friendly, outgoing, love to spend most of the time with friends, and a kind of social butterfly, what do you label them? Extrovert, right? All right, we have seen two types, introverts and extroverts. Do you know who classified into these two personality types? A psychologist called Carl Jung. Some people among us are easily able to change their attitude according to the demands of the situation. They are able to adjust with introverts or extroverts very easily. We call them as ambiverts. Well, our major focus today is to discuss who is a WEBTROVERT and what are the different types of disorders associated to that. Who is a WEBTROVERT? A WEBTROVERT is actually an introvert in actual life and an extrovert in virtual life. That means he'll be really a reserved fellow who will be very active in social media and online activities. You know one thing? After attending continuous online classes for the past few months and the subsequent plays and searches in internet, our children and adolescents are going to be WEBTROVERTs. There are some other disorders which may develop in children and adults which may badly affect their personal, family and professional life. Let's see what are those. You might have heard about a mental disorder called Textaprenia. What is Textaprenia? It is basically an addiction to text messages. To make it more clear, it's an apprehension that a text message has arrived, whereas really it hasn't. Thinking you have heard or felt a new text message vibration when there is no such message. It's very funny, right? Don't you think that it's a bullshit or a nonsense condition? Psychologists are of the opinion that it is going to be a silent pandemic because if you develop such an anxiety regarding receiving and sending text messages, which is called textiety, receiving and sending messages anxiety, textiety, it is going to affect your normal life. I think the next disorder which I am going to explain here has a worse social effect. That's why please check its features and ensure yourself that you don't have such disorder. Imagine when somebody is in front of you sitting or talking, by ignoring them, staring at your own smartphone and enjoying your text and images is a worse habit, right? You may not do it intentionally, but it sends a wrong message that you don't want to talk to him. This disorder is called phobbing. When somebody does it against you, don't you feel awkward? To treat nomophobia, that is mobile addiction, de-addiction centers have been set up in major hospitals of our country. When the mental health and well-being of our children and youngsters are in question due to nomophobia, textaprenia and phobbing, it is the bounden duty of our parents and teachers to act. Let's encourage our children for a judicious use of these gadgets and to train them how to control it before it starts controlling themselves. First, we can change ourselves and set an example. That is the only way. Thank you for watching Brain Breeze.